Good morning, dear students. Today we come up with a new concept, that is cell biology, and it is a basic concept and you already know what is cell. So today we are going to study what is cell and the types of cells and who discovered cell. So one by one today we are going to discuss. So cell are the basic fundamental unit of life. So if we were to break apart an organism to the cellular level, the smallest independent component that we would find would be the cell. So it is nothing but a basic fundamental unit of life. So a cell is defined as the smallest basic unit of life that is responsible for all of our life processes. So cells are the structural, functional, biological units of living beings. A cell can replicate itself independently. Hence, they are known as the building blocks of a life. Each cell contains a fluid called the cytoplasm, which is enclosed by a membrane. Also present in the cytoplasm are several biomolecules like proteins, nucleic acids, and lipids. Moreover, cellular structure called cell organelles are suspended in the cytoplasm. So, what is cell? A cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Very important it is. A cell is the structural and fundamental unit of life. The study of cells from its basic structure to the functions of every cell organelle is called cell biology. Nothing but the study of cell. We called it as a cell biology, and Robert Hooke was the first biologist who discovered cell. All organisms are made up of cells. All organisms are made up of cells. They may be made up of a single cell, that we call it as a unicellular, or it may be made up of many cells, that was multicellular. Mycoplasm are the smallest known cell. So it is very important. Mycoplasms are the smallest known cells. Cells are the building blocks of all living beings. They provide structure to the body and convert the nutrients taken from the food into energy. Cells are the complex and their components perform various functions in an organism. They are of different shapes and size, pretty much like bricks of the building. Right? Our body is made up of cells of different shapes and size. Cells are the lowest level of organization in every life form. From organism to organism, the count of a cell may vary. Some consist of a single cell, that is a unicellular, or some may contain many cells, that is a multicellular organisms. For example, human beings have a number of cells, but the bacteria have a single cell. So cell comprise several cell organelles that perform specialized functions to carry out life processes. Every organelle has a specific structure. The hereditary material of the organisms is also present in the cells. So now discovery of a cells. So discovery of cell is one of the remarkable achievement in the field of science. It helps us to know that all organism is made up of cells, and these cells help in carry out various life processes. The structure and function of a cell helped us to understand the life in a better way. So first, Robert Hooke discovered the cell in 1665. So Robert Hooke observed a piece of bottle cork under a compound microscope and noticed minor structures that reminded him of a small rooms that is, it is of a room like structure, that is a building blocks. So consequently he named these as rooms, as cells. So however, this compound microscope has a limited magnification and hence he could not see any details in the structure. Owing to this limitation, who concluded that these were non-living entities. So by just seeing the structure, that is like a blocks, he named it as a rooms, and due to limitation, who concluded that these are non-living entities. But later on, another scientist, Anton van Leeuwenhoek, observed cell under another compound microscope with a higher magnification. This time he had noted that the cells exhibit some form of movement, that is nothing but a motility. As a result, Leeuwenhoek concluded that these microscopic entities were alive, nothing but they are living. Eventually, after a host of other observations, these entities were named as anomalous. So in 1883, Robert Brown, a Scotch botanist, provided a very first insights into the cell structure. He was able to describe the nucleus present in the cell of orchids. So now characters of a cell. So cell provides structure and support to the body of an organism. I already told you, it is the smallest basic fundamental unit of a life process. So every organism body is made up of cells. The cell interior is organized into different individual organelles surrounded by a separate membrane. So each cell, again, it is having a separate membrane. The nucleus, that is a major organelle, cell organelle, holds genetic information necessary for reproduction and cell growth. So this nucleus contains genetic material or a genetic information which is necessary for a next generation or a cell growth. Every cell has a one nucleus and a membrane bound organelle in the cytoplasm. So cytoplasm, which is a fluid content present in the cell, and here it consists of a one nucleus and other membrane bound organelles present in the cytoplasm. Next organelle, mitochondria, a double membrane bound organelle, is mainly responsible for energy transitions, right, for the survival of the cell. That's why mitochondria is called as a powerhouse of cell, because it produces energy, right. So here lysosomes digest unwanted material in the cell. That's why it is also called a suicide bag of a cell. And endoplasm reticulum plays a significant role in the internal organization of the cell by synthesizing selective molecules and processing, directing and storing them to their appropriate locations. That's why ER actually have a important role in a organization, the internal organization of a cell, because it synthesizes molecules, it directing the, or it gives signal, storing them to the appropriate locations. So these are a few important characters of the cells here. Again, types of cells here. So you already know there are mainly two types of cells perform different functions, right, based on a cellular structure. There are two types of cell. One is a prokaryotic cell and another one is a eukaryotic cell. So what is prokaryotic cell? For example, it is bacterium, right, and it is a again a single unicellular. So prokaryotic cells have no nucleus. Here the organelle, the main organelle nucleus is absent in a prokaryotic cells. Instead, some prokaryotes such as bacteria have a region within the cell where the genetic material is freely suspended. This region is called as a nucleoid. Nothing but in bacteria, the main organelle nucleus is absent. That's why the DNA or a genetic material is directly present or suspended in the cytoplasm. So for that region we call it as a nucleoid. They are a single-celled microorganisms. Examples included Archaeobacteria and Cyanobacteria. The cell size ranges from 0.1 to 0.5 micrometer in diameter. The hereditary material can either be DNA or RNA. So in a prokaryotic it may be a DNA or present or it may be RNA. So prokaryotes generally reproduce by binary fission and asexual reproduction. So here binary fission or asexual reproduction can occur in a prokaryotic, and they also known to use a conjugation, that is a reproduction type. They are also known to use conjugation, which is seen as a prokaryotic equivalent to a sexual reproduction. So conjugation is equal to the sexual reproduction, because in prokaryotic sexual reproduction will not occur. Like this is nothing but a prokaryotic cell. Next comes, that is a complex one cell, that is eukaryotic cell. Examples nothing but human being or another any plant cell, animal cell. So eukaryotic cells are characterized by a true nucleus. So here the main organelle nucleus is present in the cell, and the size of the cell ranges between 10 to 100 micrometer in diameter. This broad category involves plant, fungi, protozoans and animal cell. The plasma membrane is responsible for monitoring the transport of nutrients and electrolytes in and out of the cells. So here the plasma membrane, which is the outer covering which help for the exchange of nutrients materials, right, from the cell in and out. It is also responsible for cell and cell communication. They reproduce sexually as well as asexually. So here occurs both sexual and asexual reproduction. There are some contrasting features between plants and animal cells. For example, the plant cell contains chloroplast, central vacuole and other plastids, whereas animal cell do not contain. So in eukaryotic only they are having plant cell and animal cell. In the plant and animal cell only there will be a difference. At some organelles are present in only plant cell and some organelles are present only in the animal cell. So now what are the difference between the prokaryotic and a eukaryotic cell? The size varies here, right? The size may be 0.2 to 2 micrometer in diameter, and here 10 to 100 micrometer in diameter. And the examples are bacteria, here animal and plant cell in the eukaryotic, and in the prokaryote nucleus is absent, but in the eukaryotic cell nucleus is present. And here membrane enclosed organelles are absent in the prokaryote, but they are present in the eukaryote. Examples are lysosomes, Golgi complex, endoplasm reticulum, mitochondria, chloroplast, etc. And here flagella in prokaryotic it contains of two protein building blocks, right? But in here in eukaryotic it is complex, consists of a multi microtubules. And cell wall, here in prokaryote cell wall present, that is chemical complex, and in eukaryotic only in plant cells and fungi there will be a cell wall. In animal cell it is absent. Plasma membrane with steroids, usually no here in the prokaryotic, but in the eukaryotic yes the plasma membrane are there. And cytoplasm, here in prokaryotic no cytoskeleton or a cytoplasmic streaming, but in eukaryotic cytoskeleton cytoplasmic streaming will be there. And ribosomes, here smaller in prokaryotic, that is 70s, and in eukaryotic that is larger one 80s ribosome. And here cell division occurs binary fusion in prokaryotic, and in eukaryotic it is mitosis. Number of chromosomes in prokaryotic 1, but not true chromosome. In prokaryotic there will be only one chromosome, and that is also not true. But in eukaryotic more than one chromosome is present, depend upon a different organisms. And here reproduction, sexual reproduction, no meiosis or a transfer of DNA occurs in the prokaryotes, but in eukaryotic it involves meiosis, that is a sexual reproduction. So prokaryotic cells as well as eukaryotic cells are covered with a plasma membrane. It is a common in both, which is located on top of the cell membrane or a mucous capsule. Despite of its relative simplicity, prokaryotes are typically independent cell. Right. So I think you understood what is cell from here, and who discovered cell, and the types of cell and their differences. So in the next class we are going to study in detail the cell organelles. Thank you.